Before we begin this video, I want to make a couple of quick disclaimers. Number one, this subject is rather sensitive in nature as it involves allegations of a content creator having inappropriate conduct with a minor. Number two, on the note of allegations, I want to remind everyone that innocent until proven guilty should always be on one's mind when witnessing allegations unfolding, especially if there isn't proof to substantiate these claims. That said, however, I think we can safely say that as we get into the topic of the video, the proof is there via admission of being guilty of said allegations. So to understand everything, we have ourselves this article on Dexerto that is titled Dr. Disrespect Twitch Ban Allegations Timeline Explained. This is going to cover everything from start to finish. 4 years after Dr. Disrespect was mysteriously banned on Twitch, allegations surfaced from an ex-employee about what actually happened. Days later, he announced he was taking a streaming break and was terminated from his own gaming company following an internal investigation. Here is everything that has happened so far. Back in June of 2020, Dr. Disrespect, real name Guy Beam, was suddenly banned on Twitch after signing an 8-figure contract with the platform. The streamer claimed he didn't know why he had been permanently suspended. Esports journalist Slasher, who originally confirmed the ban was permanent, claimed that although multiple sources told him why Doc had been banned, the seriousness of the allegations prevented him from going public. Weeks later, Doc moved to YouTube and revealed that he found out why he was banned. The streamer also announced that he was suing Twitch for their decision. Both parties ended up settling their legal dispute, with neither side admitting to any wrongdoing. Years passed, and the ban became a distant, yet ever-looming afterthought among viewers. However, as the 4-year anniversary of the infamous ban drew near, an ex-Twitch staff member made a series of disturbing claims against him. Ex-Twitch employee accuses Dr. Disrespect of sending DMs to a minor. On June 22, 2024, former Twitch employee Cody Connors posted to X with claims against an unnamed streamer. He got banned because he caught sexting a minor in the then-existing Twitch Whispers product. He was trying to meet up with her at TwitchCon, he alleged. The powers that be could read in plain text, and following that, we have ourselves the original tweet embedded in this article. Many believed this was referencing Dr. Disrespect, and The Verge was able to speak to a different former employee who corroborated the allegation. They further revealed there was a significant amount of time between the messages sent from Doc to the alleged victim and the actual moderation report about those messages. Dr. Disrespect responds to Twitch ban allegations. Shortly after the claims went viral, Dr. Disrespect responded to streaming reporter Jake Lucky, denouncing the former employee's post. I get it, it's a hot topic, but this has been settled. No wrongdoing was acknowledged, and they paid out the whole contract, he wrote. One day later, the streamer shared more information, claiming that he was limited in what he could say because of his settlement with Twitch. I didn't do anything wrong, he insisted. All this has been probed and settled. Nothing illegal, no wrongdoing was found, and I was paid. And what we have here is the Dr. Disrespect tweet embedded in this article. Doc would return to streaming on Monday, June 24th to play Elden Ring. At first, he maintained his innocence while briefly addressing the allegations once more. For those who are looking at me to expand on this weekend, not gonna. I already said what I needed to say. I don't give a fuck about this guy, he said. However, later in the broadcast, Doc appeared to receive a message on his phone, shifting the tone of the stream completely. A few minutes later, he announced he would be taking an indefinite hiatus from broadcasting. And we have ourselves a tweet embedded in the article from Ghost Malone 90 saying the following: Dr. Disrespect gets a message and abruptly ends his stream, saying he's burnt out and going on an extended vacation. Wow, deja vu from the Twitch ending. Dr. Disrespect announces streaming break. As Dr. Disrespect ended his stream, he began to discuss taking a break from social media and content creation as a whole, claiming he was feeling burnt out. I think first and foremost though, I did have a bit of a planned vacation coming up, but I might extend that starting today. It is what it is. People get fatigued. To be honest, I don't know how long my vacation is, but maybe I extend that. We'll see, he said. He also hinted at taking a step back from his game studio Midnight Society, which had been investigating the allegations against him. Midnight Society and Turtle Beach cut ties with Dr. Disrespect. Shortly after Beam went offline, the studio confirmed they were parting ways with him. In a post on X, Midnight Society explained its decision. We assumed his innocence and began speaking with parties involved. And in order to maintain our principles and standards as a studio and individuals, we needed to act. For this reason, we are terminating our relationship with Guy Beam immediately. While these facts are difficult to hear and even more difficult to accept, it is our duty to act with dignity on behalf of all individuals involved, especially the 55 developers and families we have employed along with our community of players. At the time of writing, Dr. Disrespect was not offered a public response to Midnight Society's decision, and fans are waiting for more information to be revealed in the days ahead. Players and fans of the streamer, however, believe their upcoming game, Deardrop, is dead without Doc's involvement and accused the studio of acting without presenting evidence to the public. Midnight Society isn't the only company to cut ties with Beam. On June 25th, fans noticed that Turtle Beach appeared to remove Dr. Disrespect merchandise from their website, with his old links leading to their homepage instead. In a statement to IGN, the company confirmed it too had cut ties with the streamer. We will not be continuing our partnership with Guy Beam / Dr. Disrespect. New report corroborates allegations. On June 25th, Bloomberg published a report after speaking to additional sources with knowledge about the ban. They claim that Doc had exchanged sexually explicit messages with a minor through Twitch's chat feature and asked her about plans to attend TwitchCon. A complaint was later filed with Twitch through its reporting system, eventually leading to Dr. Disrespect's ban. The report also claims that Discord chose to remove the streamer from its partnership program following the ban after speaking with a trusted industry peer. Dr. Disrespect confirms interaction with a minor. On June 25th, 2024, Dr. Disrespect confirmed that he had an interaction with a minor through Twitch's Whispers function. And what we have here is the tweet embedded in the article. It is a very, very long one. Were there Twitch whisper messages with an individual minor back in 2017? The answer is yes. Were there real intentions behind these messages? The answer is absolutely not. These were casual, mutual conversations that sometimes leaned too much in the direction of being inappropriate, but nothing more, Dr. Disrespect claimed. He went on to say that he'd never physically met up with the person he sent messages to, and that he was never criminally charged for his actions. From a moral standpoint, I'll absolutely take responsibility, Beam continued. I should have never entertained these conversations to begin with. That's on me. The doc then explained that this was the reasoning behind Twitch banning him from the platform in 2020, claiming he wanted to come out with the information sooner, and although he's taking an indefinite break from streaming at this time, he does have plans to come back. If you're uncomfortable with this entire statement and think I'm a piece of shit, that's fine, but I'm not fucking going anywhere. I'm not the same guy that made this mistake all those years ago. I'm taking an extended vacation with my family as mentioned on stream, and I'm coming back with a heavy weight off my shoulders. This right here was a lot to get through, so I want to apologize for the length of this article, but there was a lot of lore involved. And now that we have ourselves the context on the table, let me go ahead and give my once and for all thoughts on the situation, because there's a few angles here that I need to address. So first and foremost, it seems like I've been saying the same 4 words a lot more as of late, so allow me to say them yet again. Leave little kids alone. It's one thing if you didn't know the age of the person that you were interacting with, that's one thing, but either way, you should always maintain responsibility and caution when it comes to talking to your anonymous fans online, because you don't know who they are, and you don't know their background. And on the note of the age, if you knew that this individual was a minor, why didn't you stop? right then and there. Now, another angle to address in regards to this situation would be the contents and the severity of the messages that Dr. Disrespect sent to that minor. Was it a case of starting off as innocent and maybe taking it a little bit too far, and that's why we're here at this point? Or was it a case of there being actual bad intentions behind the interaction, i.e. sending explicit messages such as inappropriate words and statements, such as sending explicit photos, etc., etc. But until we get the contents of the messages revealed, this right here is unfortunately going to remain a mystery until we get that type of closure. Now, another angle that I have out of this situation revolves around Twitch themselves. Now, let me just first off credit them by saying I am very much glad that they actually decided to take action in regards to adult content creators trying to take advantage of their power and using that on minors. But here is where the direction kind of shifts a little bit into the criticism lane, is how they went about it. Because essentially how it all comes off is that Twitch actually spies on those Twitch Whispers messages, and they ended up using that as a way of nailing Dr. Disrespect. Now, again, let me reiterate, I commend Twitch for nailing Dr. Disrespect, but this right here kind of sets a pretty unsettling precedent. Does this mean that anyone else that used that product, are they having their messages being spied on? If that's the case, well, is there really a point of having Twitch Whispers, i.e. Twitch equivalents of DMs, if there isn't going to actually be respected privacy? And actually, here's a fourth angle that I had just thought of. Why did it take 4 years for all of this to come forward? Why did we have to wait 4 years in order for this monstrosity to be outed? Like, I understand, legality and NDAs and, shit like that, but come on. There's gotta be some type of standard. There's got to be some type of line that when it's crossed, screw your legality, screw your fucking NDAs. This right here is happening, and if it can happen to one person, who knows how many other people it could happen to. So, I'm not entirely sure what else I can say here in regards to my opinions on this subject, other than, like I said earlier, leave little kids alone. And also remember that you should be responsible and be very cautious with who you interact with online, especially if they have the veil of being anonymous. You don't know who they are, you don't know their background, and also, big fact here, you don't know if whether or not they are a minor. That advice is on the house, by the way. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what else I can say here, so I'm gonna go ahead and end things off here. This was honestly really, really disappointing, Dr. Disrespect had a lot of fans, he had a lot going for him, and he threw it all away. It honestly just doesn't make any sense why this is becoming more and more of a common thing, but people gotta get a fucking grip. So, with that being said, leave your thoughts and opinions down below on what we discussed here in this video. I always love to hear back from you amazing legends at the end of the day. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for your time as well in viewing this video. Have yourself a damn good one, you beautiful people. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and remember to always stay humble. I'll be seeing you guys next time.